Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is Oliver Wiedmaier at Ollie underscore all caps on Twitter. Today, I'm going to show you a very simple way that I calculate risk, define a position size, and establish how many shares I'm going to purchase. So the first thing I'm going to do is tailor all of this information to my account size. So I just use Excel to do this. And basically what I'm doing is I put in the account size I have, and then I define what a full position is, a half position, 10% and 5% positions. The way I do this is, for me, a full position would be 25% of my total account value. If you're trying to grow your account, I wouldn't put more than this in. Some people would say 10% is all you need, but if you're actively trying to grow your account, 25% is more than enough. Anymore, you're putting on too much of a position size. In order to calculate this, you just take your account value and then you times it by 25%. For half, it would be half of that. 10% would be 10%, and then 5%, of course, would be 5% of your account size. So you can see the math here. Next, I'm going to calculate risk. So this is the amount of money that I'm willing to risk for my account size. So absolutely max would be 1% risk, which would be 500 if your account size is 50,000, and then 0.5%, which would be 250. So in real time, this is how we would do it with a real life example. We're going to use Apple. So the first thing I'm going to do is define when I'm going to enter the price. So if we're trading on this candle, I would like to enter on the high of this candle. So this high was 166.38. So I'm just going to pull up a calculator. Go 166.38 cents. Now I'm going to subtract where I'm going to put my stop. For this, I'm going to put my stop at $165, which would be the low of the day. For me, I think the low of the day allows you to trade aggressively. And if you're trying to grow your account, you need to be aggressive. So here's the low of the day at 165. So now I know that I'm going to my trade risk is $1.38. So we'll go over to this calculator here. Entry price minus stop price equals trade risk. So we know the trade risk is $1.38. Now we need to be able to figure out how many shares to purchase. Now we're going to divide account risk by trade risk. So account risk is going to be 250, and you're going to divide that by trade risk. The trade risk was $1.38. So you can purchase 181 shares. Now, we know that 181 shares at $166 is 30 grand. So 30 grand is too much money to put on. So you would just put on a full position at this point. You wouldn't do the full 181 shares. You would do much less shares. You would do half of that, so that you're respecting your position size here. Just because it's defined here doesn't mean that you can ignore these numbers, and that's very important. On the fly, this is how it would look. Let's just go to another example, and I'll show you exactly how quick I can do this. So let's go to Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft. So let's say, perfect example. Let's say I wanted to take risk. I wanted to take entry above this high. Okay, so that is 388 cents. So I'm going to pull up my calculator. 300.88, and I'm going to subtract it by the low of the day. Low of the day is 298.96. So we'll just call it 299. We'll just call it 299. Okay, minus 299. That means I'm risking $1.88. Okay, I'm risking $1.88. Now I know 250 divided by $1.88 is 132 shares. So I can purchase 132 shares. But again, 132 shares at $300 would be 40 grand. So again, you can you would have to just downsize the number of shares, but which is a benefit for you because that means you're going to be actually risking less than the $250. So some of these higher price stocks, your calculator will spit out a higher number than you actually are supposed to take, which is great because that just means that you can actually risk less, and that's a good thing. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I do have this risk calculator, and this is just what you do is you just go in entry, stop, and then it does it for you, and you know exactly how many shares to purchase. So if this is something you're interested in, I can make this public. If not, just hit me up on Twitter. And they do have free calculators on Google. If you don't want to do all this math, that's fine. But this is how I do it. I do it very simple. In fact, I'll do it one more time with another one so I can show you exactly how easy this can be. We'll do it with CCL. So let's say let's say we're trading this candle, okay? So it'd be 1919, and then the low of the day would be 1868. So you go 19.19. That's the entry price. Low of the day, which is your what you want to risk, was 18.67, is 52 cents. Okay, so you know you want to divide your account risk by the 52 cents. And you can put on 480 shares. So let's do the math here. So 480 times 1919. Let's see what that does. Okay, there you go. This is a good example. So you would actually put on somewhere in between a half and a full position. Very good risk reward, good risk management. So that's how you do it. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Don't forget to sub.